Everyone, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Banke. I'm Assistant Professor and Head of the Department Transfusion Medicine, AIMS, Patna. Today we are going to talk about blood donations and plasma donations. First, COVID, or we can say who can donate blood? The first question is anybody above the age of 18 up to the age of 65 can donate blood. And And the next thing is that in this COVID situation, what happens to our blood stocks? It is very low. So the question comes: can COVID person can donate blood? Definitely, COVID person who have been infected, they can donate blood after 14 days. They can donate normal blood, or after 28 days. Either after 14 days or either after 28 days, they can donate blood. After what happens? So what happens after? The question comes: how can you come and donate blood? The first thing, if you report to a blood bank, then you get a simple questionnaire form where you have to fill in your details, your demographic details, for example, name, age, gender, and everything. Then you have to fill up some questionnaires regarding your health status. That is one of the tests. Health status we talk, so as to make sure that you are not suffering from any kind of disease and your blood is totally well, that can be transfused to the patient. Now, what are the things that we check? We check for a medical checkup, we do your hemoglobin, whereas your hemoglobin should be more than 12.5. In this case, a female can also donate. Your age, more than 18 to 65 years, weight should be more than 45. 45 in that case for both male and female can donate. And rest other tests like hemoglobin, I've told you, blood pressures is checked, and rest other questionnaires where it has been written and you have to answer accordingly. If any abnormalities is found, then you are guided so that you can go and get yourself checked and medicated if necessary. Now, what happens to your blood once you have donated? Immediately after your donation, your blood goes for your component separation, where your blood is separated into various components. So that you can save, one donation saves 3 lives, you can say. So your blood is being separated into platelets and plasma, and they have been supplied according to the need of the patient. Most important tests that we do in the blood after blood collections are: we test for HIV or and hepatitis B, hepatitis C, malaria, and a syphilis. These are the primary tests or mandatory tests we do in our blood. Next, regarding the donor, what to do and what not to do for the donors, or why they. First thing, that to do the donation, first of all, you have to have a willingness to donate, and there is no fear in donation. There is nothing complications if you say there's nothing complications are there in blood donations. You can donate very easily. As you can see that we all human beings have an average 6 to 7 liters of blood, and blood bank takes only 350 to 450 ml of blood according to your body weight. So this amount is very less, and after that you can go and do your daily routine works. What are the don'ts of blood donation? The don'ts that we have to look for, or we have to check for blood donations are: immediately after blood donation for 1 hour, you won't be able to drive. It is better that you do not smoke for 1 hour, and you have to, for whole day, you have to take plenty of fluids, and you have to avoid doing heavy works. That is the only precaution that you have to take. That's all for the blood donations. Now coming to the plasma donation or COVID plasma donation. Who can donate COVID plasma? First question. Anybody who have previously had a COVID and who has recovered from COVID, and it has been more than 14 days, a RT-PCR report, or 28 days. They can all donate plasma. Females, for certain females we have a restriction for females. in plasma donations. For females, it is unmarried females or females who have no children, they can donate the plasma. And what is the test that we do? Again, in the test, other than the regular blood donation tests, we do a COVID antibody test. If a donor has a protective antibody, above the protective antibody he can donate, then we take a plasma. So there is nothing to worry that I'll have, if anybody has a less antibody, he does not need to donate. Now comes, what will happen to my antibodies if I have donated? Or if my antibodies level will go low? Yes, there will be, antibody levels will go low, but it will not be that low or below the critical value. It will be always above the critical value. For example, if you are donating a plasma, you are just donating 400 ml of plasma. So in the 400 ml of plasma, there will be very less antibodies, just to provide us some kind of support to the patient. And you can again donate after 48 hours. Again donate if you have a protective level of antibodies, then you can donate again. For a year, you can donate 12 times, or you can donate one in a month, you can donate 4 times. And every time if you are going for a donations, your blood antibody levels will be checked. So don't worry about anything that my antibodies will fall. If there is anything like that, the blood bank will tell you, or the transfusion medicine department will let you know that you can donate or you cannot donate. So I'll always say that you can come and donate. Next question comes, what happens to the vaccination? What if I have taken the first dose, or what if I have taken the second dose? Whatever the dose you have taken does not matter. You can donate plasma after 28 days. So vaccination status or your COVID recovery status doesn't matter. It is that after 28 days you can donate plasma, and after 28 days of COVID recovery you can donate plasma again. Now how the plasma is taken? Here 400 of plasma, it is a specialized machine where your blood will not be taken. It is only your required amount of plasma will be separated, and rest of the blood will be circulated back to the body. So in a sense you can see you are having no loss at all of red blood cells. Precautions, in general you do not have any kind of precautions. It is just like a blood donations, and the precautions you have to take, as you have a longer procedure usually takes 40 to 45 minutes. That is the only thing. It is longer time taking procedure. So whenever you come, you have to have some kind of a time with you in the blood bank. And rest, as a blood donations, you have to take rest for 45 minutes or half an hour. You should not be driving, you should not be smoking, you should not be drinking, and avoid doing heavy work on the day of your donation. And also make sure that you do not drink and you have an adequate amount of sleep prior to the day of donations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.